Lineups first for Apex Post 124, who will be the visitors in this game. They are a number 2 seed out of the Area 1. They are the Area 1 runner-up. And they have a 15-7 record. Leading off in left field, number 12, Jeff Pegram. Batting second at catching, number 6, Joey Roach. Batting third and playing second base, number 21, Mike Roach. Batting fourth and at first base, number 25, Austin DeBevock. Batting fifth at third base, number 18, Thomas Young. Batting sixth in right field, number 9, Kyle May. Batting seventh in center field, number 16, Bo McMillan. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 7, Alex Malinsky. He will hit for the pitcher, number 19, Keaton Oakes. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, A.J. Sconzo. Apex again with a 15-7 record, the Area 1 runner-up. Area 4 champions Post 100 with a 34-10 record, leading off in center field, number 10, Thomas Bass. Batting second in right field, number 5, Josh Beam. Batting third at second base, number 17, Brett Huff. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 16, Seth Weekly. He will hit for this afternoon's pitcher, number 3, Dylan Hastings. Batting fifth at first base, number 12, Chandler Jenkins. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 15, Blake Mosteller. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 19, Ryan Kraft. Batting eighth at third base, number 22, Sam Travis. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 23, Luke Kaiser. Again, Cherryville Area 4 champions and a 34-10 record. I heard that Cherryville has not only the most wins of any team coming into the tournament, they have the most losses as well, but that obviously means they've played more games than anybody. So Cherryville, a seasoned team at this point in the postseason state tournament. Cherryville, of course, reaching the state tournament in a must-win best 4 out of 7 series against the Gaston Braves. Caldwell County, the host team, automatically qualified. They were put out of the state playoffs, the Area 4 playoffs, rather, in the semifinals by the Gaston Braves. So that set up Caldwell County automatically in as the host team. The Cherryville had to win against the Gaston Braves in the Area 4 finals to reach the state tournament, which they did in 7 games. And Cherryville back in the state tournament again, that Area 4 championship this year, their 6th in a row to set a new Area 4 record for most consecutive Area 4 championships.
Congratulations to Post 100 on the season they've had so far, but now it's business time, Milton.
Yep, it is.
We're in the state playoffs. It's double elimination. For the most part, that there is a tomorrow, but that also means there really isn't a tomorrow. You can't mess around in these and have 7-8 errors and walk 10 batters and expect to survive here in the tournament. Now, talking to the guys earlier, they said they had quite a few games. The first game or the last game, they had 7 hit batters or something like that.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the stats furnished to us here, and they were hitting the ball in the first 2 games. There were 2 home runs in the Randolph County Whiteville game, 2 home runs, and there was a single home run in the second game between Wilmington and High Point. They, by the way, are called the High Toms, Post 87 here on our box scores furnished to us by the American Legion here. I think there were quite a few. There were, let's see, I'm trying to read here. It looks like somewhere in the, is that what that stat is there, Kevin? Is that hit by pitch? All those guys?
You're 7 or 11 in the last game.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's amazing, yes. So anyway, a little bit sloppy in the first 2 games, high-scoring games. And, again, if you missed our opening, Whiteville defeated Randolph County, and Wilmington defeated the High Point High Toms Post. And so that sets up a 9:30 game, Randolph County in the morning in the losers bracket. Randolph County versus the loser between Apex and Cherryville. At 12:30, High Point versus the loser of Pitt County and Caldwell County. The winners bracket at 4:30, Whiteville plays the winner of this Cherryville Apex game. And at 7:30 tomorrow night, Wilmington plays the winner of Pitt County and Caldwell County. So that sort of sets up the brackets there for you. that completes the brackets. Well, we've done the starting lineups. They're being introduced here by the PA announcer here at MS Steele Stadium. As you're seeing on your camera, perhaps the players from Apex, they are dressed in black shirts, gray pants with gold numerals. Cherryville in their white uniforms with red numerals and lettering. And we've got the Wizard Ball in its duct tape here. I had to make sure of that. They were giving me some grief about that, but we got to have the Wizard Ball in its customary roll of duct tape to ensure good ball game tonight, I guess. Folks, when we come back, we'll have American Legion Baseball State Tournament action, Cherryville and Apex, right after these messages on the B Square Construction Post 100 broadcast.
Catch the craving at the El Patron Mexican restaurant in Cherryville. It's better than good. It's great. And check out Taco Loco Monday. Tacos only $1 each. And every Monday at the El Patron Mexican restaurant. The El Patron is open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. For orders to go, call 704-435-4546. Catch the craving at the El Patron Mexican restaurant, 910 East Church Street in Cherryville. Dream big, pay little with the hottest deals of the season on the grasshopper mower you've always wanted during the Summer Sizzler sale at West End Sales in Vail. Discover how fast and easy mowing can be with the Grasshopper's time-saving performance and legendary durability. Select a $500 package like the Power Fold Deck or Collection System or Implement, or choose a no-interest financing deal with approved credit. It's your choice. Visit West End Sales, Highway 18, 27 intersection in Vail.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Your child can learn, thrive, and grow at the Cherryville YMCA after-school program. Join the Y during Open House Week, August 6 through 10, and pay no joining fee and no registration fee for after-school care. Call the Y at 704-445-9622 or check out the website at gastonymca.org. The Cherryville Y is located 119 East Main Street, downtown Cherryville. It's the place to get fit and have fun in downtown. Carolina Heating and Cooling in Cherryville has been in business for over 90 years with over 4 generations of contractor experience. Carolina Heating and Cooling specializes in sales, service, and installation of heating and cooling products. They offer annual maintenance agreements and service all brands of equipment. Carolina Heating and Cooling, 1313 West Church Street in Cherryville in the old Ford Motor Company building. Owned and operated by Keith and Brian Long. Call 704-435-4433.
Folks, the American Legion State Tournament on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com is brought to you by Cherryville YMCA, West End Housing, College Building Supplies, Exhilaration Station, Cherryville Self-Storage, Cherryville Golf and Country Club, Carolina Care Center, Carolina Federal Credit Union, El Patron Mexican Restaurant, Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, White Trash Graphics, Sellers Service Center, Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, Dennis Willis Septic Service, The Drug Store, Phil Starter and Alternator, Duffy Chiropractic, B Square Construction, Ferguson Ace Hardware, Carpenter's Funeral Home, Dellinger Electric, Deja Vu Consignments, Carolina Hardware, Great Outdoors, Napa of Cherryville, Medical Center Pharmacy, Cherryville Federal Savings Bank, The Car Store, Cherryville Animal Hospital, Home Place Restaurant, Hauser Drug Store, Roland Black Heating and Air, First Baptist Church, Stamey Funeral Home, Cherryville, Carolina Heating and Cooling, Bennett Insurance Group, PSNC Energy, R&M Motors, Wise Electric, and Mr. Sparky, and Trudy's Classic Cuts. All right, we're just about set for action here at the state tournament in Granite Falls, North Carolina, MS Steel Stadium. Game 3 of the day. Cherryville, the Area 4 champions. Apex Post 124, the Area 1 runners-up. Apex lost a one-game playoff to High Point as they were both going to the state tournament anyway. First pitch in there. We're underway with a strike from Dylan Hastings, and we are underway at, as soon as I can get it, 4:45 this evening. Next pitch, ball one. 1 strike to Jeff Pegram. Jeff Pegram, right-handed batter, left fielder for Apex. And the next pitch is ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right-hander Dylan Hastings starting tonight or afternoon for Post 100. And this is a little soft liner over the second baseman's head for a base hit by Jeff Pegram, the leadoff batter for Apex Post 124. So a leadoff single here in the top of the first. That brings up Joey Roach, the catcher, left-handed batter for Apex. Roach adjusting his batting gloves before he steps in the batter's box. Again, Apex in black shirts with gold numerals, gray pants. Cherryville in their white uniforms, red lettering and numerals. Pitches high, ball 1 to Roach, a left-handed batter for Apex Post 124. Throw to first, and Pegram back in. First baseman this afternoon is Chandler Jenkins for Post 100. We'll set that defense in just a moment. Here's the pitch from Hastings. A strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Jenkins at first. Huff at second base. Ryan Kraft back at shortstop after nursing a sore back during the Gaston Braves series. There's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike on Roach. Sam Travis is starting at third with Dylan Hastings on the mound. Out in the outfield, Blake the Blue Miss Mosteller in left field. Thomas Bess in center. Josh Beam in right. Catcher's Luke Kaiser. Here's the fly ball to Beam. Right field, drifting over toward right center, makes the catch, and there's 1 down. A monstrous right field territory it is out here, as Kevin alluded to in our opening pregame show. The right field fence, 390 feet. The left field fence, 320. Straight away is 380. And so 1 out brings up Mike Roach. The fly out by Joey Roach brings up Mike Roach, also a left-handed batter for Apex, with 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first. The pitch from Hastings outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Mike Roach, the second baseman for Apex Post 124. The 1-0 pitch coming from Dylan Hastings. It is ball outside. 2-0 on Roach. 3-2, excuse me. They brought the batter back. This is still Joey Roach. What happened? They brought the batter Joey Roach back. So this is not Mike Roach. Take away the fly out. Pitch fouled off on a 3-2 pitch. We'll have to find out why they brought the batter back. Still have a runner at first and nobody out. Take away the fly out. Joey Roach is still batting. It is still number 6, Joey Roach. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's a little soft liner into center field, and that will get the runner from first, Pegram, all the way to third after Roach gets new life. Said the umpire had called timeout. First base umpire had called timeout on the fly out by Roach. That brought him back to the plate, and on a 3-2 pitch, he singles to center, and there's runners on the corners with nobody out for Mike Roach then. And Mike Roach, I don't know the relationship between the two Roach players, but he is a right-handed batter. And Apex in great shape here in the top of the first, where it would have been 1-on-1 out, take away the fly out. Umpire at first base had called time, and there was no pitch in essence. and it gave Joey Roach new life, and he singled to center field. First pitch to Mike Roach is a ball. 1-0 count on Mike Roach. And the pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes on Mike Roach. There's been 2 hits in the inning for Apex. Nobody out. And the pitch from Hastings. Line drive to center field. Bess. It's over Bess's head. He misjudges it. He came in a couple of steps, misjudged it, had to retreat and pick it up at the base of the wall. It's a run-scoring double for Mike Roach, and that's 3 hits by the first 3 batters here for Apex. Runners second and third. Pegram coming in to score. It's 1-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard here in the top of the first inning.
Not a good start for post 100 here.
Coach Reynolds already coming out with his star pitcher Dylan Hastings on the mound, giving up 3 hits in a row. We'll take this quick 30-second break.
For the highest quality chiropractic service provided by a caring and professional doctor and staff, you can depend on Duffy Clinic of Chiropractic in Cherryville. Dr. Joseph A. Duffy and his staff have served Cherryville since 1977 with the treatment of pain from sports injuries to sprains and more. Call Duffy Clinic of Chiropractic at 704-435-4536. Always accepting new patients. Duffy Clinic of Chiropractic, open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 8 till 5. Wednesday and Friday, 8 till 11. Located at 1412 East Church Street.
Cherryville in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the first. A run in, runners second and third, nobody out for Austin DeBevick, the first baseman, left-handed batter up for Apex. Pitch from Hastings gets away from Kaiser. Here comes the runner home. He'll slide in and score. That's Joey Roach scoring from third on the pass ball. And moving down to third is Mike Roach. So it's 2-0 now for Apex over Cherryville in the top of the first inning, and still nobody out. It's ball 1 on DeBevick. Roach at third base, Mike Roach, rather.
Milton, they said the good news is that both teams that scored first so far today have lost.
Well, there you go. Here's a base hit for DeBevick, and right now Hastings isn't fooling anybody. A base hit for DeBevick makes it 3-0, an RBI single here for Austin DeBevick.
Not a good start for post 100.
Terrible start.
Misjudging some plays, and Apex brought their hitting shoes. Hastings getting hammered right now. Big surprise for post 100.
A lot of left-handed batters. Here's another one for Apex. Fly ball right field out of play. Strike 1 on Thomas Young, the third baseman. Young, a left-handed batter as well for Apex. So it's 4 hits in a row, 3 singles, and a double. 3 runs are in. Nobody is out. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Young.
And the thing about this post 100 team, they don't have the lefties to combat lefties. They got a couple that can come in, throw a batter or two, but not really anyone that would start a game.
Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Thomas Young.
And left-handed pitching has been the Achilles heel to our hitting too.
Mm-hmm. And the 1-2 pitch to Young, foul ball.
And folks watching at home, we know there's a little white bar going across the camera. The power cord is not working right. Basically, it's causing a little feedback. So right here in this shot you're watching behind the plate, got a little feedback, but this should be okay. And we're about to get our outfield camera back up too.
Ground ball to third base. Travis to second for 1. No play at first to be a fielder's choice on Young. DeBavick is out 5-4 on the force play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Kyle May. May, the right fielder, and he is a right-handed batter. So 1 out in the inning. Runners at first. Top of the first here. 3 runs in for Apex, post 124. Off Dylan Hastings and company, and here's a pitch that is ball 1. Well, there's been the crazy play with Joey Roach. He had flied out to right field. Umpire ruled no pitch. The first base umpire had called time. Joey Roach came back on a 3-2 count and singled. And then you had the ball hit by Mike Roach to center field that Bess misjudged. 9 times out of 10, he's going to make that catch. He misjudged it and went over his head. As the count goes 1-1 on Kyle May. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. So just off start here for Cherryville, and an offbeat start, as if the ball by Roach had been a fly out to right, you never know. Here's a ground ball to short, 6-4 to 3, double play, and Cherryville gets out of the inning on the pitcher's best friend, and big time that is in this top of the first. 3 runs in for Apex on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left. Played a half inning. It's Apex 3, Cherryville coming to bat on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. It's B Square Construction Baseball.
The name says it all. The Great Outdoors. They have everything and more, from hunting to fishing to apparel for the entire family. And get your screen printing done too. And now the Great Outdoors in Cherryville does embroidery work. And coming soon, Jackson Kayaks. Great for fishing and hunting. Watch for the new arrival of the Jackson Kayaks at the Great Outdoor, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. For all of your graphic designs, see White Trash Graphics on Highway 150 west of Cherryville at Acre Enterprises. White Trash Graphics can take care of all of your graphic design needs. They specialize in vehicle lettering, custom signs and banners, and vinyl graphics. They also specialize in custom cornhole boards. Check out White Trash Graphics on Facebook or call James at 704-830-7057. White Trash Graphics, Highway 150 West in Cherryville at Acre Enterprises.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
All right, welcome back. Cherryville's got some business to do here. Down 3 runs as they come to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Great start for Apex and a couple lucky breaks along the way. The fly out that didn't happen because the first base umpire had called time. The batter got new life and didn't got a base hit. And then the ball misjudged out there by Best in center field. So Best chance to redeem himself here. He leads off the bottom of the first. Best, Beam, and Huff for Cherryville. As the pitcher they'll face is a right-hander, Keaton Oaks. Keaton Oaks, just like the tree, Oaks. And right-handed hitter Thomas on base Best steps in. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1.
And he fouls it off, Milton. Actually,
he actually hit the bat.
Hit the bottom of his bat. So another poor break for Cherryville.
Yeah, what this team got to do to buy some luck?
Good grief! I don't know what they did before they walked in this stadium, Milton. They're snake bitten here in the first inning. Thomas, he normally never gets beat deep over his head. And I was listening to David, and he was talking about the ball hit right at you, and that is the absolute worst thing as an outfielder is a ball hit right at you because you don't come in, go out, and whatnot. And that's only the second ball we've seen get past Thomas in the playoffs. Of course,
don't let many get it.
Of course, the one earlier in against in the Graston Braves in game, was it 5 or 6?
Maybe been. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike to count on Bess. Bess, a right-handed hitter for Cherryville Post 100 here in game 3. The hottest part of the day. This game starting scheduled for 4:30, started at 4:45. High, 3 balls and 1 strike from Keaton Oaks. So maybe Cherryville can get some base runners here and don't have to get all those runs back right here in the bottom of the first, but we've seen them do it before. 3-1 pitch to Bess is ball 4. So Keaton Oaks really nowhere close. That first pitch, like Kevin said, it just fouled off the bottom, the handle, the nub there of Bess's bat or it had probably been ball one. So the catcher has gone to the mound. It's one of the Roach fellas, Joey Roach. Catcher goes out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Keaton Oaks. And that brings up left-hand here Josh Beam. Josh Beam, right fielder for Cherryville, post 100. Caldwell County and Pitt County, the game following this one, throw back to first, Bess is safe. Caldwell and Pitt, they lucked out and got the cooler evening game tonight. And throw first again. Caldwell, the host team in the tournament. And here's the pitch from Oaks, and it's over the catcher's head. Best will go to second base easily on the wild pitch. Ball one to Josh Beam. So both teams shaky starts in their respective halves of the first inning. And defensively, that is. Offensively, the Apex Post 147 batters took advantage of their breaks. See if Cherryville can do likewise. 1-0 pitch to Beam, called a strike. 1-1 strike on Josh Beam. Say Cherryville doesn't have to get them all back right here. A lot of baseball to go. And
one or two wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, 1 or 2 would be nice. One right here, especially with a base hit, would be great. And that's called a strike on Beam. 1-2 strikes to Josh Beam.
Sorry, folks, you guys wanting to chat with us line, we'll get to you here in a moment. They do have a free wireless here, Milton, but they got Facebook and Twitter and everything blocked. So, of course, what you want to type on, they got blocked.
2-2 to count on Beam. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at second for Cherryville. Bottom of the first inning. Apex up 3-0. 3 runs on 4 hits for Apex. And the pitch is strike 3 called on Beam. Beam didn't think so. And that looked like a little bit high maybe, but Beam slowly back to the dugout as he got caught looking. Brings up Brett Huff. Brett Huff here for Cherryville, post 100.
Sign into our internet connection here.
Apex was already leading 3-0 in the top of the first before the first out was recorded. There's a strike on Huff. Bass down at second. He walked, leading off the inning, went to second on a wild pitch. Following him, Beam struck out. And Brett Huff, a little looper to the second baseman. Best will get back into second to avoid the double play. A little pop up to shortstop there by Huff. Will bring up Seth Weekly. Weekly, the designated hitter, batting fourth in the order for Cherryville. As post 100, like to get Bess in from second at least here with 2 out now. And Seth Weekly, the hitter for Cherryville. Pitch from Oaks is a fly ball left field, going to be foul, however. Weekly got around on it too much. Pulled it foul down the left field line. Straighten one of those out. Best would easily score. Say hey to Judy Aker listening back home. Hey to Dango. Oaks looks to second. I'm set. And the pitch to Weekly is fouled off right side. It's 0-2 on Seth Weekly.
Judy, if you was wondering, Danny's standing right here.
He's right behind us.
Making sure we behave and David behaves. And ain't nothing we can do for Rick.
0-2 to Seth Weekly. Bass at second base. The 0-2 pitch is high. 1-2 strikes on Weekly. Well, we got our station, the Lincoln station, covering this game, and we were both fooled by that play in the top of the first where a timeout had been called. Neither one of us knew what had happened.
Well, I knew we had to get like 4 or 5 outs there. I was really busy working on these cameras. We're going to have to do some changing with one of our cameras here in a minute, but we're only going to have 2 for the first 3 innings, though, folks.
Pitch is high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and now Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second for Cherryville, down 3-0, bottom of the first. Chandler Jenkins waits on deck. If Weekly reaches here, there are 2 out. Keaton Oaks pitch. 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss, struck him out, and that'll take care of Cherryville. No runs on no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left. We played an inning. It remains 3-0. Apex on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. This is B Square Construction, Post 100 Baseball.
Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back. Milton Baker, Kevin Hastings with you here at MS Steel Stadium on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com. As Apex Post 124 jumped out with 3 runs in the top of the first on 4 hits, including a double and 3 singles along the way. A double play got Cherryville out of the soup there in the first. And it brings up right-handed batter Bo McMillan, the center fielder. McMillan bats 7th in the order. Ball 1 to McMillan. Next pitch from Dylan Hastings, fouled off. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. It's no balls, 2 strikes. I had to count backward there, or messed up. So Bo McMillan in the hole 0-2, according to the scoreboard. And the pitch, ground ball, third base side. It's a fair ball, and it gets by Travis, who might not have been able to get him anyway.
Looked like he took his eye off it just for a second there, Milton. And the little chopper, slow chopper, he would have had to throw it on the run, so it would have been a bang-bang play at first. And
I'm going to go with...
I think we got an error.
You're going to give him an error?
I would go with error.
Okay. Error, and there's a strike to Alex Malinsky. So an E5 gives the Apex squad runner on with nobody out. Batter showing bunt, bunts at third base side and foul. 0-2 now on Alex Malinsky. The designated hitter bats 8th in the order. Malinsky, a right-handed batter. So Apex threatens here in the top of the second with the leadoff batter on.
You're watching Cherryville Post 100 versus Apex on WCSL 1590 AM and WhatsUpShopper.com. Post 100 trails 3-0 here, top of the second.
Here's the pitch from Hastings. Pop fly. It's going to be shallow right field. The second baseman, actually, Huff gets there a couple steps back in the grass to make the put out, and McMillan gets back to first.
Huff had to hustle up just to get to that ball, Milton. He was, like you said, he was covering second, had to turn around and get back to the outfield and make the play. Good play by Mr. Huff.
Yeah, McMillan was off and running on the pitch, and
the coaches are going to switch positions. Is he going to pinch run for the runner?
I don't know what.
Now he just threw a helmet on the field.
The third base coach just came running across, and he's gone in the dugout, and the new first base coach.
I think he's got to go to the bathroom, Milton.
The coach at third base is running up the steps here at MS Steel Stadium.
There's somebody. They're attending to somebody in the stadium.
Somebody's having a
maybe
medical problem. It
close
looks like
to somebody. Somebody's hot.
Must be a family member.
Yeah.
That they're attending to. That the third base coach has come into the stands as the the paramedics are checking out someone in the stands, so we wish the best to them as A.J. Sconzo is the batter up. Another lefty for Apex. First pitch fouled off. 1-on-1 out here in the top of the second.
And folks, it is hot out here, so
very warm. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
They do not allow tents in here, but it looks like they'll allow any type or size umbrella that you own.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch on Sconzo. Runner going. Throw down to second. He is out. A good throw, Kaiser to Kraft. And that's out number 2. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Sconzo, the number 9 batter for Apex.
Got a pretty good jump there, but a good job by Kaiser getting rid of it as quick as he can. Get the out at second now. 2 outs. 3-0 Apex leads here in the top of the second inning. Cherryville, of course, the home team. Time called by the batter.
Yeah. So it appears back to the action in the stands that the person they're tending to is conscious and is maybe not in serious peril right now as the pitch is fouled off and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, top of the second.
Well, they're going to get her out of here and into some shade.
That's
and
right.
The lady, they got her on
the best thing.
The paramedics taking care of it.
And the swing and a miss by Sconzo. That'll take care of Apex in the second inning, top of the second. No runs on and no hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. Cherryville still trails, however, 3-0. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and it's B-Square Construction post ball.
Take time out from your busy, hectic life and have some fun. Lots of fun at Exhilaration Station in Cherryville. Exhilaration Station has something every family member would enjoy. Batting cages, mini golf, games for every age. Why, Exhilaration Station can even help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week behind the old Harris Teeter in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing. Here's your card. What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those payments go away.
Here's your receipt.
All right, folks, welcome back. Milton Baker, Kevin Hastings with you, and we go to the bottom of the second. Cherryville finds themselves still down 3-0. A good job to get out of the top of the second after that leadoff error. They was able to throw that runner out trying to steal second. And the batter up for Cherryville is Chandler Jenkins, and it's ball 1 from Keaton Oaks, right-hander for Apex. And the pitch, bouncer second base. Fielded cleanly, the throw in time to get the left-handed hitter Chandler Jenkins. 4-3 on the putout brings up the Blue Mist, Blake Mostetler, as Cherryville is taking on Apex in Game 3 today of the first day of the state tournament here at Granite Falls. If you're coming for any of these day games later on in the tournament, bring you, like Kevin said, it's pretty hot down there in the stands, especially this afternoon, and already had one lady overcome by the heat here in this game. As Blue Mist fouls the first pitch off, strike 1 on Mostetler. Next pitch from Oaks is foul back. 0-2 on Blake Mostetler. 320 down the left field line. Just about forget it down the right field line. It's 390. And a big 10-foot or so concrete block wall around you. And the pitch is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, man, you got to hit a bomb to get out here in right field. And the left field is pretty much Cherryville Shelby distance all the way up. Even to center field, it's 360, but it's 401 in the right field corner. Mostetler fouls off
Yeah, another pitch, and it's still 1-2.
You can see where all the Cherryville people are sitting, Milton. They're down there in the shade.
Found them some shade here. Has very little shade.
Very little
for the
shade.
Spectators.
If you've never been here, folks, you can see online right now. Just concrete seats. Fly ball left field.
Yep, left fielder back. A few steps shy of the warning track will make the catch for out number 2. And Cherryville's only had the one base runner, the leadoff walk in the first. Best went to second on a wild pitch and left stranded as after Best walked, there was a strikeout, a pop-up, and another strikeout. And here brings up Ryan Kraft. Kraft getting a start here in the state tournament. Missed a good bit of the series with the Braves with the sore back. He did bat in the last inning, Cherryville, the bottom of the 8th at Cherryville Friday night. He got a base hit in his last at bat ever at Fraley Field as, remember, post 100. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kraft, and it's going to center field. Center fielder on his horse, gets over there and makes the catch on the run in right center for out number 3. So Cherryville goes 3 up, 3 down. We played 2. It remains 3-0 Apex on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild. For over 50 years, Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville has been locally owned and operated. Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville specializes in auto parts, paint, hydraulic hoses, and more. Plus, they have an experienced and knowledgeable staff working to serve you, no matter what your automotive needs are. See Drew and his crew of automotive specialists at Napa Auto Parts, 905 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-4581 today.
And we go to the third inning, top of the third here. Apex leading 3-0. Their runs all coming in the first inning. Leadoff single, followed by another single, a double, and a single. One of those runs scoring on a pass ball. The others on RBI hits. And then Cherryville able to get a batter to ground into a fielder's choice, then a next batter up, a double play to get out of the mess there in the first. Batter up, here's the top of the order, Jeff Pegram. Pegram led off in the first with a base hit to right field. Fouls off the bunt attempt here, and it's strike 1 on Pegram. Pegram singled and scored in the first. Right-handed batter for Apex. He's their left fielder. Next pitch fouled off. It's 0-2 from Dylan Hastings. Dylan Hastings for Cherryville. As Apex caught a couple breaks there in the first inning. Batter on deck, Joey Roach. He flied out to right field, but it was called no pitch. The first base umpire had called time, and Roach eventually worked the count full and got a base hit. And then later on in the inning, a fly ball to center that Thomas Best is going to make 99% of the time. Fooled him. It went over his head. As the count goes 1-2 here on Pegram.
Well, did we figure out what he called time for? Or did the batter ask for it?
I don't know. I just heard somebody say first base ump.
Usually when a batter asks for it, they usually don't. Even if they do throw the pitch, they usually don't swing at it. That's why I was wondering who actually called that time out.
I don't know. Ground ball to Kraft at short, fielded cleanly. The throw is on the mark, and it's a 6-3 put out on Pegram. Much better. Beginning to this third inning for Cherryville, as it brings up Joey Roach. Roach, who, as I said, got new life after that timeout was called. He got a base hit to center field, later came in to score on a wild pitch or pass ball. And Roach, a left-handed batter, one of, I think seems like there's 4, at least maybe 5 lefties in this lineup.
They have a lot of left-handed batters, and
I don't know if that means they have a lot of left-handed pitchers.
This probably wouldn't be a good matchup in a 5 or 7 game series with them, Milton.
That's right. Yeah, at least
hopefully we can steal this one.
The good news is whether we come back and win today or not, we won't have to see them tomorrow.
Roach swung hard enough to hit it out of right field right there.
Yeah,
big cut on Hastings. No good though. Swing and the miss.
1-1 count and 1 out, nobody on, and that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haven't quite figured this up, so call out yet. Of course, we're in a glassed-in press box. No outside mic. Swing and a miss by Roach. There's 2 away.
Yeah, y'all can probably hear plenty of conversation.
It's loud in here. There are 30 people in here,
at least,
and half of them are just
here.
Friends,
yeah,
of Legionnaires.
Well, it's
a combination press box Legion VIP suite. And
we got an 8-window press box, and only about 4 of them are being used for the press.
Exactly.
The rest are being used by the Legionnaires. They even got a couch up in here. They're just sitting around, hanging out, not watching the games.
It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Roach.
I also got harassed coming in here.
Yeah, they're about not let you in. You had
good grief.
2 loads of equipment bags, and they still didn't believe you.
Well, they tried to tow the Winnebago when we pulled up. I didn't even get out of the car.
Here's 1-1 pitch popped up to second base, and getting there in time is Huff for the putout. 3 up, 3 down, Apex in the third. Let's get some runs. Cherryville coming to bat, and Travis Kaiser and Best coming up in the bottom of the third.
Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Welcome back. Milton Baker, Kevin Hastings with you here, and our cameramen again today are who we got? Kevin, I forget already. I know Josh and Andre and Freddie.
Josh Collins is down in the dugout doing some dugout and investigative reporting and taking pictures. We'll have still photos after the game. Hopefully, he'll bring some up here next inning, and we can get you guys post some here this inning. First pitch is called ball.
Sam Travis, the batter up.
Clint Spencer is handling the camera you guys are watching now down the third base line. He's right next to the Cherryville dugout.
Here's the 1-0 foul off 1-1.
And of course, our other cameraman tonight is actually not at the field right now, Milton. He had to take the Winnebago and fill up some gas because the battery quit working. Then the generator wouldn't work because we didn't have enough gas in the tank. So we're just having all sorts of problems.
And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Sam Travis. Sam starting at third base.
The brakes are going against the the radio station and the baseball team.
You're right. We've got to catch a break somewhere along the line here. Pitch inside, 3-1 on Travis. Sam, a good job at third base when Hastings pitches, as he is this afternoon. Sam Travis always does a real good job over there, and he's a good hitter. 3-1 pitch from Oaks is ball 4. So a leadoff walk here after Oaks walked Bess. He retired the next 3 in the first inning. Then he retired Cherryville 3 up, 3 down in the second. So Travis with a walk here breaks up that. And Cherryville still looking for a hit in the ball game. Maybe it'll be Luke Kaiser.
Yeah, hopefully.
Kaiser's,
plenty of right field.
He's been hitting well, throw to first. Travis back in. There is plenty of field over there. And
the left fielder is hugging the line over here, Milton. So actually the center fielder's got about a football field's worth of, there's almost 100 yards between the right fielder and the left fielder.
All right, it's Kaiser. Danny gives the Wizard ball a little pat on the head here. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Luke Kaiser. Well, it's always funny out here at MS Steel Stadium when we're up here during the regular season. It's called your right fielder always looks just like he's out there on an island almost. There's a lot of room behind him, a lot of grass all around him out there as the count goes 1-1 to Kaiser. He kind of looks like the most lonesome person out there.
He's playing shallow too, Milton. Look at him.
That almost hits Kaiser.
Good grief, he's about 280. Yeah. And the fence is 400 to right field.
It may be hard for him to exactly figure where to play. He's never been here, I'm sure.
He might be at 250.
It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Kaiser. And the pitch. There's a rip left field, but foul. Cherryville can straighten out a couple of those. Weekly had one of those earlier.
And like we were talking, folks, you can see the fence out there from your viewpoint. The fence is a concrete fence.
And here comes the RV back.
RV's back. We might have another camera here in a minute. Fence concrete all the way around. The poles, the actual light poles you guys can see in the corner of your picture there are on the field. So the outfielders not only got the biggest space in the world, they got to dodge poles and power boxes, and they're painted black, Milton.
Yes, they are. And it's outside to Kaiser, 3-2 now to Luke Kaiser.
I told the tournament director the other day while I was up here, I said, you guys probably paint them things orange. And he looked at me like, what? They had never thought about that.
Throw to first, Travis back in. Sam Travis, the leadoff walk here in the third. Cherryville trails 3-0. It's 3-2 on Kaiser. Oaks trying to get Kaiser trying to get on, and he stretches one out left field over his head, but foul by about a foot. They called it a fair ball. Beg your pardon.
That ball was foul. Fair? It was foul. Oh, it was foul by 5 feet.
It was foul, but now wait a minute. They're saying,
and now the players are
the ones that matter say it's a fair ball.
The left fielder is standing.
Did we catch?
Look at the left fielder, Clint.
Did we catch a break?
The left fielder.
I'm thinking.
Oh, we called a huge break.
I think we called a break, folks, finally. Runners second and third, nobody out.
The left fielder is still.
Why did the left fielder throw up his hands? I thought.
He threw it. The left fielder threw up his hand. The left fielder. Clint, get us a picture of the left fielder out there. He's been arguing the whole time. He threw up his arms because he thought it went foul. He tried to make the catch, Milton.
Yeah.
And then then he threw his hands up, wanting the foul ball call. But he's going to work his way now back towards his position. But he's still in protest out there.
And Cherryville catches a big break for Thomas Best because it was a foul ball. It sure looked like it, but it'll be ruled a double for Kaiser, second and third with nobody out for Best. And the pitch fouled off by Thomas Best, who walked in the first, left stranded at second. Cherryville's first hit, and it's a suspect one, but it goes down in the books as a double for Kaiser.
And the left fielder now, Milton, is about 20 feet from the line.
Yeah.
The right fielder is standing about 220. I mean, there are some huge holes. Thomas Best gets one by the out, hits one hard, Milton. He might walk in on the inside the park home run. There's so many holes out there.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Here's the 0-1 coming to Best eventually. Oaks taking forever and a day out there. Ball one low. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a warm game 3 here. We've already had one fan overtaken by the heat here, and we hope that lady is okay. They took her out of here. Not on a stretcher,
we don't know for sure who she was, but the head coach for Apex ran up in the stands to make sure she was okay. So she may be kin to him. So you Apex fans at home, you may want to contact anyone at the field, at the coach. See if the coach's mother maybe is what it might have looked like. I don't know.
Possibly.
Looked like a kind of a serious situation.
2-1 on Best. And the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike to Best.
And speaking of that, Milton, we want to welcome our Apex viewers. The guys coach called up to the office the other day and wanted to see if we were doing it. They saw they were scouting and looking for Cherryville stuff online, and of course they ran into us.
Yeah.
And they were kind of excited and wanting to make sure that they were going to be on the TV today.
And Bess drills one to center field, back, and it's at the
Off
base
the
of
wall.
the ball.
It hit the concrete, Milton. Look,
It's
rolling all the way back to the infield almost.
Bess is going for a triple. It'll bring in 2 runs. It's a triple for Thomas Bess on a 3-1 pitch to the left center field wall.
This tournament is going to be
incredibly
It's
zany.
going to be exactly incredibly zany. I couldn't think of a good word. And that may be the best way you can describe
Cherryville's
it.
back in the ball game and could be leading here in a moment.
Wow.
Or tied anyway. Josh Beam, the batter with nobody out, has that old wizard ball. Now, we only got 5. And Danny's done rubbed the wizard ball twice. We've only got 5. I'll be honest with you. This is not Barry Hauser's wizard ball. I left it in the car.
Oh, this ball's got all the rubs on it you want.
Danny, this ball has, I don't know how many rubs on it. Danny brought his wizard ball in. Barry, I'm sorry. I put the wizard ball in the back seat of the car as Beam is nailed by a fastball, and he's down. And he's going to first, hit by a pitch.
I mean, that hit him as square could hit somebody.
Josh Beam will run it off down to first base, still smarting from that. That brings up Brett Huff. So tying run at third for Cherryville. Beam aboard, hit by a pitch at first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Mr. Sparky Hauser drug scoreboard. And Cherryville looking in business here. They're going to check on everybody, make sure Beam's okay.
I mean, it hit him square.
It hit him
He
hard.
went straight down to the ground.
Beam, a left-handed hitter, for those of you who don't know, and that pitch just thrown a fastball by Oaks. It just nailed him right square in the back. Fake to third, look to first, no throw. Bess 90 feet away from tying the game.
And that move is going to be illegal next year is what I'm told, Milton.
Okay. And the pitch is a strike to Brett Huff. Huff, a pop-up to shortstop his first time up.
I don't know why. It's not like it works. It's not like it fools anybody. Oh, throw to
first. Yeah, throw to first. Beam got back in. He's a little bit tardy over there.
He's
but he
worried
got back.
about him.
He got back.
Post 100 back in this game after a bad start in the first inning, and craziness breaks out in the third.
Ground ball to second. Bess coming home to tie it over to. They had a 4-6 force on Beam, who's glad to get off the field. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not, but after everything they tried to do to him, they hit him and they throw at him a couple times over there at first. Tying run scores on the Huff fielder's choice.
That's pretty mean, throwing at the guy that just got hit.
You
making him
by a
dive
pitch
back
and
in.
then, yeah.
That's old baseball, 101. Guy that just got hit, try to pick him off.
A 4-6 put out on Beam, 1 out. We're tied 3 all, bottom of the third for Seth Weekly with a runner at first. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Again to throw to first this time. Huff, the runner at first, and he's back.
Folks, this third inning, I know some of you may be just tuning in, but we've had a wild one. Luke Kaiser doubled down the left field line, who was fouled by about 5 or 10 feet. And the refs, the umpires, let it go. Said it was in play.
It was a little closer than maybe that.
Well, and the thing is, Milton, the guy they had to call it was 5 feet. It wasn't 10
What do you
feet.
think it was? Okay.
At 5 at the most. But it was. But where we're at, 390, 400 feet away, we could tell it was foul. But the umpire, then again, Milton, he's standing on the line, and the left fielder was running up the line. You got a third baseman and Coach Reynolds standing on third base, and he's got to make that call.
He's got some obstacles in his way.
Yeah,
you
could give him an excuse for that one.
Counts 1-1 on Weekly. Weekly, the designated hitter, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-3 game in the third. Pitch inside, 2-1.
And then Thomas Bass tripled to center after he hit it all the way off the top of the wall there in dead center field. And, of course, like we said, the wall is concrete, and the coach for Apex is going to come out, have a little chit-chat. The wall is concrete, Milton, so Apex, to tell you the truth, is very, very lucky that ball didn't get away any further than it did. And of all the players that could have happened to, it happened to Thomas Bass. So Thomas could have had an inside-the-park home run easily, maybe if it had went back a different way. If it had kicked right instead of straight back, he would have had the double no matter what. Ends up with the triple, clears the bases. And now we got a 3-3 game, and we're all back at square one.
Head coach for Apex is Tim Harrell as he heads back to the dugout. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike on Seth Weekly. Brett Huff at first, throw over again by Oaks.
He's going to wear his arm out throwing to first base tonight. It's hot out there.
Cherryville 2 hits in the inning. 3 runs have scored. And Weekly swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Seth Weekly, the designated hitter for Cherryville Post 100. Oaks comes set. And throw to first, and it's almost thrown away. Good job by first baseman to snare that one. That's Austin DeBevick over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the pitch goes to the backstop, then bounces away all the way almost back to the pitcher's mound, and Huff goes down to second on the wild pitch.
Folks, we're going to see some things at this park that we've never seen in a baseball game, I assure you.
It is well now. There's room between home and the backstop, but not like some parks. But
it's solid concrete
and it's
from 2 feet down.
Yeah. Is there no padding there at all?
No, it's fence above, concrete below. That's why that ball shot back out there. So if it's on the ground, who knows where that ball's going to bounce to?
3-2 on Weekly. Go ahead, run in scoring position for Cherryville with 1 out. And that's ball 4 as it kicks up some dust. And that's 2 walks in the inning, along with a hit batter and a walk in the first inning also by Oaks. He's now adjusting his shoelace behind the pitcher's plate. Runners first and second for Post 100 with 1 out. And the batter is Chandler Jenkins. Chandler Jenkins, a 4-3 groundout leading off the second.
Jenkins has been hot of late too, Milton.
Yes, he has.
That's probably why he's up to where he is in the lineup right now. We haven't seen him this high.
And this is a high fly ball. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch. Not deep enough. Huff will have to stay at second. 2 away. 2 away for Blake Mosteller. Blake will fly out to left his first time up. The Blue Mist certainly home run power to left field in this ballpark anyway. Cherryville.
Coach Reynolds was trying to talk to Chandler running off the field there, and Chandler heard his name called, but he looked the other way. He thought it was somebody in the stands.
All right, here is the Blue Mist, Blake Mosteller. And the pitch fouled off. Strike 1 on Mosteller. First base is Weekly. Second base, Huff. 3 runs have scored. We're tied. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, 3-all. Bottom of the third here. Game 3 of the state tournament first day. The pitch. It's ball 1. Just to recap you fans who are tuning in, this game scheduled to start at 4:30, started at 4:45. Earlier today in game 1, Whiteville beat Randolph County 14-6. And Wilmington in the second game beat the High Toms 13-7. Right fielder coming over toward the line, makes the catch. And that'll take care of Cherryville. But Post 100 gets 3 runs in the inning, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We played 3 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and we're tied at 3. This is B Square Construction, Post 100 Baseball.
Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville, 704-435-0705. For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Sellers Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shocks, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Sellers Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1.
All right, welcome back. As Cherryville's big bottom of the third inning ties the game after Apex post 124 scored 3 in the top of the first on some breaks. Cherryville catching a break along the way in the bottom of the third. But tell you what, Kevin, we were just talking about it during the break, the double hit by Kaiser that looked foul from here. The only thing anybody can recollect or figure is that the umpire was just, like you said, blocked. Maybe the catcher stood up in front of him.
Well, that and also the left fielder, I mean, he kind of blocked us from where we were at because he went to the line and the ball was actually going past him, so he turned his back, and when the ball landed, he had his back turned, so he was kind of blocking everyone. And between the catcher, the third baseman, Coach Reynolds, and the left fielder.
Here's DeBevick on a 1-1 pitch, base hit between first and second. Go ahead and finish your.
Between all those, we think the umpire just lost the ball basically when it come down, and ended up being a huge break for Cherryville, and so did the ball off the wall, and now it's 3-3 back where we started.
It's one of those things you never know. Who's to say if it was a foul ball, the next pitch Kaiser don't get out?
Yeah. Well,
Who's to say?
Like the kid who popped up earlier in the first inning for Apex, and then they called time, and then he got another try, and he got a hit.
Yeah, here's a bunt back to the pitcher. Hastings throw in time to get Thomas Young. A sack bunt goes 1-3 on the putout. For out number 1 moves DeBevick down to second in scoring position for Kyle May. May hit into the double play to end the first inning. Yeah, who's to say what might happen in the game of baseball or any sport for that matter? Miss a free throw and you lose by 1, that don't mean you lost the game. You bait the football, same deal. Drop a pass. Who say somebody else didn't drop a touchdown earlier in the game? You never know. Here's a ground ball to third. Travis has got it. He'll chase the runner back to second. Throw to first in time to get May 5-3. So after the base hit by DeBevick, a first pitch sack bunt by Young and a first pitch ground out by May, and Hastings has a chance to have a quick inning here against Bo McMillan, who reached on an error in the second, was thrown out trying to steal second base. Bo McMillan, the center fielder, got some speed, tall youngin' too. Long legs, he can cover some ground out there. Right-handed hitter for Apex. He bats 7th in the order. We're all knotted up 3-3 in the top of the fourth. Down to second. Cherryville had a pickoff play on, and DeBevick gets back in.
Now that folks, you're watching view from right center field. Andre Bush is now back with us. He had to go to the store and get some gas for the generator, and now he's back with us.
Here's the pitch to McMillan, ball 1. Did he bring us some chips and?
There's 1,000 chips in that thing if you want to go out there and get it. But Milton, there's a spread right back here.
I'm just picking on it.
You can have everything you want.
Get a lottery ticket, maybe?
They got everything but beer up here in this place.
There you go. They do not have that.
If you want beer at a Legion game, go to the North Met games. They got plenty up there in their press box.
Okay, Bo McMillan count 2-0. I just picking on Andre, but I guess he can't hear us anyway.
No, he can't hear us today.
2-0 on McMillan. Right-handed batter with runner at second to go ahead and run in scoring position here in the top of the fourth with 2 out, and it's fouled off. 2-1 on Bo McMillan. The winner of this game will play at 4:30 tomorrow.
Loser at 9:30.
Yes.
I think the winner will play Whiteville.
And the loser will play Randolph County. Randolph County and the High Toms of High Point are in the losers bracket. They face elimination tomorrow.
Postal Hunter going to try to stay out of there. Hastings on the mound today. Already give up 3 runs all in the first inning. Wasn't expecting that, but now they've regrouped. Fly ball center field.
This should do it. Bass over there in left center makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still tied 3-3. Mr. Sparky, how's your drug scoreboard?